To run a benchmark using the HEBench framework, we use the test harness application included in the front-end component. The objective of running a benchmark is to measure the performance of the solution to the task in question. Therefore, the most important part of the benchmark are the results. Test harness enforces a standard testing methodology and ensures uniform measuring of executed operations in order to produce quality results. For each benchmark, a detailed report is generated containing the information for every event recorded during execution. Reports are stored in comma-separated value, or CSV files, saved at the location provided to test harness through the command line interface. CSV file format was selected to provide human-readable results and facilitate importing into a spreadsheet software. A report file contains markers that aid with parsing the data within. The first section is a header that describes the benchmark. It covers useful information such as the name of the workload executed, workload parameters, homomorphic encryption scheme, claim security level, etc. The contents of the next section in a report file depend on whether the benchmark completed successfully and correctly validated or not. On a successful run, this section contains the timings for every event measured during execution. On a failed run, this section contains any error messages and, on a failed validation, a log of operation input values, expected ground truth, and output calculated by the backend implementation. This feature is useful when debugging backend implementations, since it will provide insight into any logical or functional errors that may exist. Because of the exhaustive nature of report files, reading their content directly may be a bit cumbersome. To facilitate report visualization, comparisons, and usability, HEBench packs a report compiler tool in its front-end component. By default, a test harness run will automatically call the report compiler to process and collate the information in the reports into neat statistics and summary files. Generated summaries and statistics files are also in CSV format. This simplifies importing the information into a spreadsheet application. Summaries are condensed versions of statistics files. This is the summary file for the earlier report example. We can open it in a compatible spreadsheet application. Once opened, we see a less intimidating view. At the top, we can see the header describing the benchmark as before. But now, the data section contains useful benchmark statistics, including the average time that the implementation took to process a single input sample, the corresponding standard deviation, samples per second, and so on. The data is compiled for both wall time, or real time elapsed during the event, and CPU time, or accumulated time that each CPU spent in processing during the event. Extra information is contained within statistics files. These feature minimum value, maximum value, median value, and percentile calculations, to name a few. Finally, after the report compiler completes, it generates a condensed overview of the run. This is another CSV file featuring a table where each row is the statistics computed just for the main event on each benchmark. The main event is often the workload operation which we are interested in benchmarking. While the pair of summary and statistics files group information for a single benchmark report, including information of the supporting event, such as initialization times or encryption times, the run overview file combines the main event of all the benchmark reports into a single table for easy visualization at a glance.